Most people, when they start their business, they want to make six figures. That's the first goal they have, right, for their business. But how do you actually reach that? How do you actually get to that six-figure mark in your business? So I'm going to be sharing with you a three-step formula of how to reach six figures in your business. So to start off with, the first step is to gather the knowledge. You have to get the knowledge of what you want to accomplish. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be just in business. It can be in life. If you have anything that you want to achieve in your business, right, or in your life, you have to gather that information, right? So let's say you want to renovate your house, you want to change the bathroom or whatever, right? You have to gather the knowledge of how to do that, right? How do you change a toilet? How to change the flooring? You have to gather that information before just going in and doing that, right? Because you're going to make a mess if you don't get the knowledge of how to do that properly. Because when it comes to plumbing and all this stuff, oh, it becomes a big, huge mess if you don't have the knowledge of how to do that. So it's the same thing with the business. You have to gather the knowledge first of how you're going to do that, how you're going to come up with that business, how you're going to run it, how you're going to scale it to the heights that you want to reach. So the first thing you have to do is to gather the information and the knowledge, whether it's learning from here on YouTube by watching other videos, whether it's through getting courses to gather more information and knowledge on how to go about what you want to do, right? Whatever it is, gather the knowledge first. That's the first step that you have to do. The second step that you have to do now is to come up with goals. What are the goals that you want to achieve in your business? And it's also the same thing. This, as I said, it applies to life, right? If you have a goal of, let's say, having a six-pack, right? You have to gather the knowledge of how to gain muscles and all this stuff, right? And then now you have to make a goal to say, okay, I want to get six-pack, right? Because you might be doing other activities that are not going to give you that six-pack. So you have to know what is the goal. What is the goal that you want? Even if it's in business, if your goal is six-figure, right? You need to come up with that goal and be clear on that goal. Set it up because you need something to work towards to, so that you'll be able to measure to say, okay, are my efforts getting me closer to that goal that I have, or am I wasting time doing things that are not going to get me closer to where I want to get to in my business or in my ever goal that I have set aside for myself? So you have to set your goals so that you have direction, so that you have something that you're working towards to. So if that's six figure, then that's gonna be your goal, right? Is that I want to reach that six figures, right? So you have to write it down and be clear on that goal. So that is the second step in the formula to reach your six figures. You actually have to come up with that goal so that you can work towards it. And then the third final step is to take action. You have to take action. Setting all these goals, gathering all this information, being an information junkie and learning all this stuff and actually not putting it into action, it's not going to get you to where you want to get to. You have to take action. Action is what's going to get you there. Because we can all dream of making the six figures, right? But if we're not going to be setting those goals and actually taking the action to work towards those goals that we have set up for, we are not going to get to where we want to get to. So the same thing, like if you're planning to lose weight, right? You can have all the knowledge of how to do it, whether you have to change your diet, exercise, right? And you have the goal to have that six-pack, abs, or whatever it is, right? But if you're not going to take the action to actually implement those knowledge that you have gathered in the first place, right? And actually take action and work towards a goal that you have come up with, you're never going to reach that goal. You're never going to have that six pack. Just thinking about it and dreaming about it, it's not going to happen. It's the same thing with the business. Just thinking about it and making all those goals, but not taking the action to actually start and actually take the action to make all those steps that's going to get you closer to that goal, that six-figure goal that you have set up on, right? So you have to take action. You have to implement. So it's all about taking that massive action towards the goals that you've set up to, right? So if it has to be marketing, you have to start marketing. If you're right at the beginning, you have to start the business idea that you have, right? You've gathered all the knowledge of how to do that. Now actually start that business. Start getting your products, start building your website, start driving traffic to your website, right? So you have to do all those action, not just sitting down and fantasizing about it. You have to take action. So by doing this repeatedly and evaluating throughout the months or weeks or whatever, right? You'll be able now to then see some progress towards your goals that you've set up, right? But you can only see progress if you're actually doing the things and taking action, right? So make sure you take action. So those are the 3 simple steps that you have to take. That's the 3 simple step formula to reaching those 6 figures in your business. So a recap to that, that's gathering the knowledge that you need to build that business that you want, to reach that 6 figures that you want in your business. And 2 is to set those goals. What are the goals? If it's 6 figures, what what is that 6 figure, right? Is it 100,000? Is it 200,000? Whatever it is, you have to actually come up with that goal and write it down. Don't just think of it, put it in the paper. Because when you see it on the paper, you can now visualize it and actually make a plan to reach those goals. And after doing all those setting goals and planning, now you actually have to take action. That's the 3rd step in that formula, right? Because without action, all the other steps won't matter, because you're not taking any action in what you have set out to achieve those 6 figures, right? I'm Ruda Dube. I hope you found these tips useful and you like it. Make sure you share with others that might find this video useful as well. And make sure you subscribe, turn on the notification button so that you don't miss any other videos like this where I share tips and tricks on how to build, market, and scale your online business. So for now, stay strong, stay positive, and continue building the business that you love. And I'll see you next time, guys. Take care. Bye.